Hi. So, I talk about compassionate communication and compassionate leadership. And one of the things that is really, really key to this work is starting to be compassionate with yourself. And that's not always easy, because a lot of the time we don't think we're worthy or deserving of being loved. And we're not used to being compassionate and loving to ourselves. How am I meant to look after anybody if I don't look after me? And I think it's the same with compassion. If you do not begin to be compassionate with yourself, how are you meant to be compassionate with anyone in your team or your life? And this journey of being compassionate for me was a long one. I decided 6 years ago that my mission would be to teach people how to communicate with heart. And it's taken me this long to take the leap of faith and go, actually, I'm going to do this for a living. Because my vision is for people to communicate with compassion and heart. But it's taken this long because actually I had to learn to be compassionate to myself. And in that learning came a learning to be worthy. And not a learning to be worthy, but almost an unraveling of emotions and things and belief systems and history and story, as I like to talk about it, of these things that I taught myself. And I think all of us, every single person alive, is worthy and deserving of compassion. And you have to start with being compassionate for yourself, and giving yourself compassion. And know that just because somebody doesn't like you, or someone doesn't think you deserve to be happy, or someone thinks that you don't deserve compassion, or that they just think you're horrible or talk badly about you, actually, that doesn't matter. Let them. Because actually that's more of a reflection of them than it is of you. And the things that we learn when we start being compassionate to ourselves is changing the inner dialogue. So start becoming aware of how you speak to yourself, because actually that ultimately is what matters the most. How are you addressing you? What tone are you using? What pace are you using? How thoughtful are you when you speak to yourself? And would you like it if someone spoke to somebody you loved in the way you speak to yourself? And my inner voice was really harsh. Like, I was probably my harshest critic. And I've learned to tone that down. And I've learned to kind of make light of that and say, actually, doesn't matter. Doesn't matter what you think. I'm going to do it anyway. Whatever. And we have a little joke, me and my inner critic. Not schizophrenic, just the inner critic. And it's, how do you start to be compassionate to yourself? And what can you do to be compassionate to yourself? And a lot of the work that is quite deep-rooted is the feelings of worthiness and deserving. And that takes time to work through. And it's worth investing in someone to help you do that. But the things that you can do straight away that don't take anyone else to really help you with is change your inner dialogue and how you address yourself, and become aware of how you talk to yourself. So that is today's video, and I hope it's helpful for you. And I also used royalty-free music for the background, so I best tell you who it's from. It's from bensound.com. And yes, so I don't want to get in trouble for using their music and not mentioning them. So yes, that's it. Till next time, bye.